everybody, it's Heidi coming to you from sunny Florida. This is my YouTube channel where I talk about all my knitting, some crochet, some cross stitching, and all the yarny things I love to talk about. If you are a new viewer, thank you for checking me out. I hope you like this episode, and if you do, you can click down below and also subscribe and see what's happening next. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and chit-chat with me. You are the reasons why I keep going, and welcome to everybody here. Today it is a hot and steamy day in sunny Florida. We're expecting rain in the afternoon. That's what it's like when it's so humid all day that it's bound to be rain later on. Well, this is going to be a raw edition of my YouTube channel. A lot has happened since I've podcasted last. It's been over a month, and I'll tell you why. About a month ago, I had a bad injury, a bad accident, and it really has put a kibosh on my knitting, crocheting, and cross stitching. And so I'll just briefly tell you what happened, not to, gross you out, because I'm still having a hard time getting past it, and I still have a little bit of trauma about it. My boyfriend and I, we were moving some furniture, and when I was moving it, I was trying to plug something in. He pulled back the furniture, and a big mirror came down on my fingers, and pretty serious. I had to get taken to the hospital by ambulance, and they had to perform surgery on my two fingers. And thank goodness that they were able to save the fingers. Two fingers are broken, and also they had to stitch the tips back on. It has been really, tough, especially since I can't do the hobbies that I love. And I really found out how much I need you guys in the knitting world. And so many people have reached out. They sent me cards, people I don't even know through my Love and Stitches membership. They just know me, by texting and being on Discord and on Zoom, sent me cards and wished me well. Family, very big. They've all been so helpful in everything that I did. I'm blessed by great families. My boyfriend has done so much for me, and friends sent me cards and things, food items, gift cards. I'm really blessed, and I'm really touched about it. And this whole process has been very hard for me, especially not being able to participate in a lot in the knitting community. But I've been trying to do things, and I've done some crochet and I've done some knitting, but it is kind of painful because it's on my right hand. Thank goodness I'm a lefty, so that works out good. But I'll show you my two fingers. This isn't bad. Before I had bigger splints, so it is healing. And it's very hard to knit and crochet with fingers like this, being bandaged up and in splints. So I'm trying to do things with these fingers and, of course, my left hand. And it really has been hard. I'll knit a little bit, and then my fingers hurt because I'm stretching muscles of the two fingers that got injured. But I pushed through. I'm still doing things. I have finished things, even with my injury. I've started some things. And it just shows I really need this hobby because it helps me with going through the bad times. And I'm sure I'm preaching to the crowd how much knitting and crocheting really helps. So, like I said, it's going to be a raw edition. My hair isn't what it normally is because it's hard to straighten it with two hands. With one hand, I should say. My makeup, I can't put mascara on. I just... This is it. This is me, raw as can be, with a little tweaking. So with further ado, I want to thank you all who have reached out to me. I truly love you. I'm so blessed. I'm touched. I can cry about it all the time. Anyway, I'm trying to get through it. It's getting better by the day, and I need you. So with all that being said, let's start. So I have some things finished. I'll show you, actually, I finished a dishcloth and I did it before my injury. This is from the Kitchen Sink Shop and by Garlene. And this pattern is called The Secret Garden. So I was thankful I got to finish this before everything happened. It's with the Dishy cloth, the Dishy yarn that I got from Knit Picks. It's a cotton, and I used a size 3, and it's done. So very simple, and I love having these, and these are good. She does one throughout the every month, so by the end of the year I can give a gift dishcloth to anybody, you know, that I want. It will be in my stash. So this one's called The Secret Garden, and I really love doing it. And what's great about it, it was stash busting. I didn't have to buy the yarn, it was in my stash. So I did that one. That was maize dishcloth. Then the June one came, and this, I managed to do this one, another dishcloth by the Kitchen Sink Shop. This one was totally done with my injury. I was able to do it. Is that the right side? No, that's the wrong side. This is the side. Again, through my stash with Dishy from Knit Picks, their cotton yarn, and size 3. And this one is called Narnia. All her dishcloths are named after books that she loved. So this is from the Chronicles of Narnia. Again, size 3 with the Dishy yarn, and I loved doing it. Now, thank goodness, the last time when I podcasted, I talked about a baby dress that I was making for a baby shower. Well, the shower came and gone. I sent it off, so I finished it. I was so thankful that I finished it before my injury happened. So I'm going to post a picture of how that came out, and maybe I'll even post a picture of the mom-to-be holding up the dress at the baby shower. They did send me a picture of her holding up the dress. It came out so great. The dress was by, it was called Baby Butterfly Dress by Susie Sparkles, yeah. And it was from Mother Froggin Yarns, which is a yarn from a dyer that she no longer owns this shop, and she dyed her own yarn. And I still had it in my stash. It had to be about 5 years old at least. And I loved it. And the color was Groovy Midnight. And it came out so cute. Wait till you see it. And you can see the little butterflies when I blocked it, the little butterflies. But I'll post a picture of that, okay, because it's gone. Then, before my injury, I started this beautiful shawl, and it was crochet. I'm so glad that crochet has came back into my life. Thank you to the Love and Stitches membership that I belong to, because there's so many people that could help you there, and they were lefties like me, and it really got my mojo back. So I saw a sample in my local yarn shop, She Thrills, and the sample was so beautiful. And they had it in a pink. I picked the purple because I don't look that good in pinks, a lot of pinks. So this is called the Circular Shawl by the Circular Yarn Company. Their yarn is so beautiful, and it's 100% cotton, and the base is their Ann base. The colorway, it didn't have a color name, but it had a number. I really don't remember the number, but I used a crochet hook size G. So look how beautiful it is. So when I started this, I had pretty much most of it done. I was short about 10 rows, and my injury happened, and I was able to get putted through it and painstakingly got through it, and I finished the last 10 rows of it. So I'm so happy I was able to do it. And that's it. So it's a beautiful shawl. It's actually like one of my favorites. It's big, and it's just beautiful and elegant looking. The color is perfect. So I finished the shawl, and I put it through. This community pushes me, motivates me. I go on Instagram. I see what everybody is making, what they've done, and a little bit on Facebook, but really Instagram motivates me and got me to try it and want me to do the knitting and try to find a way to do it with these fingers. So I did it. I forgot to mention that if you want to find me other than YouTube, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Ravelry as Yarned Heidi. So check me out there. You can see all my stuff that's there that I've done. So thank you for everybody who has inspired me to keep going, even with this terrible injury. Okay, then through one of my yarn subscriptions, Yarn this was a while ago, like last year, she had a project in there with yarn, but then she threw in something from another vendor for like embroidery. So this is it was a kit. Oh, it says hello. Let me see it. No, you're not going to get it right. Anyway, it's an embroidery kit. It's on a very dark fabric, and it was already stamped on there, hello and the sun. But you do a chain stitch around all the letters, and also around the sun you do a chain stitch. The orange was already on there, and then you use their DMC floss to go around, and then I popped it into the hoop that they gave you. I tried to finish the back, but I didn't do a good job. This is where I struggle to try to cover up the inside so I can put it on this hoop. I did the best I can. So I'm keeping it for myself because it's not perfect on the back, and that bothers me to give something that's not perfect to somebody else. So I'm hanging it up, just a reminder of what I've been through, how far I've come, and that I got past it. So that's for me, I guess. So that's all my finished objects. I only have one work in progress because, like I said, it's hard for me to do my stuff and I can't do a lot at a time. I tried doing a pair of socks. That kind of like was painful, I guess, with the little needles and the two circulars, they're small. That was kind of hard for me to do. But I've worked on my scrappy blanket. I'm not going to show it. It's big. It's hard for me to lift it up with the, with everything. So thank goodness for that I was able to do that, because it seems like with straight knitting, it's easier for me to do it right now. So that's what I'm trying to do. The socks, I'll just have to put off until I'm feeling better with my hands. I still got a little bit. I'm starting occupational therapy. I had pins in these fingers. They finally took them out, but the fingers are still tender. So I can't push myself with that. So anyway, the coziest memory blanket, I started socks, they're put on hold, but I took something out of my Yarn subscription, another thing that was last summer, and I said, let me do it now because it's, in the summertime, she likes to do yarn that is like cotton based because it's, summertime people don't like to work on wool. So I brought it out from last year and it's perfect because it would be like good for July 4th. Okay, it's called the bandana shawl. Yeah, the bandana shawl. It's a lacy pattern. Let me see if I have a picture of it. I think I do. Okay, there it is. And it's from my Yarn subscription. Let's see, the yarn is called, let me see if I could, the pattern's called the bandana shawl from Vicky Howell's Yarn subscription. I'm using the size 5 needles, and these are the zings, because that's what I had available. The yarn is called, this is what it looks like in my skein. The yarn is called Proverbs Forbidden Fiber Company, and the colorway is Daylilies and Denim. Anyway, it's a real fun pattern. It's right now I had to stop. I went with my boyfriend to the haircutting place and waiting around, and then he was done, and then I had to stop in the middle of my row. But it's a nice lacy pattern. After I do the lace and this stockinette, and then I think some more lace. It's perfect for July 4th. I don't know if I'll get it done by July 4th, but at least it puts me into the spirit of July 4th with the red and the blue, and there's a little bit of lightness of white in there. So that's my work in progress that I'm like focusing mostly on because it's straight knitting, and I could, and it's on size 5s. It's not so painful for me. Okay, so I have some acquisitions though, things that I got before everything hit the fan, but I'll show it anyway, and some things while I was recuperating. Okay, the first thing I did, I don't know if I told you, maybe a while back, I won in the Enchanted Hooks and Needles group that's on Instagram, and on a Discord. They had a little make along, and I won. And she just sent me my prize from Holly Beth. I think her yarn company is called Mystic Yarnery. So anyway, this is one color. It fell apart. I tried to put it together, the skein, but eventually I'm gonna unwind it and wind it up on my winder. And this, and I think she called it Heidi's Fairies. I forget, Heidi's Fairies Flowers. Anyway, so pretty together. I can't wait to do something with it. But she was so kind. Holly Beth, who was the owner of that, sent me not only the beautiful yarn that she named, gave it a name to me, named me for it, but she also gave me Chaigu needles, size 1, so thoughtful, and some progress keepers. So cute. There's flip-flops. There's like a crystal ball, a jar, another jar, maybe some kind of drink in there. I can't tell what that is, but they're so cute. I love collecting stitch markers and progress keepers, so this will add to my collection. I wanted to use them, but I was waiting to podcast, and that's another thing. I just wanted to podcast and chat with you guys. It's been so long, and I love talking about my stuff, but it's been lonely. I haven't been going on Zoom that much because I feel like as much as I talk, I like to knit or crochet while on it. So I missed you, and I wanted to talk about my stuff. So I'm doing it. So then another thing that I got, I follow on Instagram Knit Now Swatch Later, and she has an Etsy shop, the White Rose Fiber Company. And for Sock Week or Summer Sock Camp, she was also doing like a theme for camp. So I bought one of her sock bags. So cute. I love it. And that's from Courtney from Knit Now Swatch Later. And the Etsy shop is called the White Rose Fiber Company. And I tell you, I have like at least 4 or 5 of her bags. I love them, and she's so reasonable, and she's very sweet, and I love her bags. And because she's just such a nice person, she also included some markers in here, a tin of markers, rose colored, and her infamous stitch marker or progress keeper of a white rose there. And along with that, she also sent me some stitch markers. Kind of, oh look, a little mermaid and anchor, summer themed, water themed, so nice. And there's like a little fairy. So that was so nice of Courtney. Check her out, White Rose Fiber Company on Etsy, and also her podcast is Knit Now Swatch Later. So that was that. And then another thing that I bought during, Nitty Natty from the Love and Stitches podcast, she's having Sock Week in July. And if you don't jump on the wagon when she has all her sponsors come out, you kind of miss things. So I couldn't jump on the wagon fast enough. But I did get a little pouch from the Stitching Plaza, a notion pouch. I need more of these because I want to have one in every bag filled with stuff, my notions and stuff. So I don't always have to refill the same bag, same notion pouch. So it's for Sock Week, bunch of sharks. Isn't that cute? From the Stitching Plaza. Then with the crazy sock lady, she's doing her summer sock camp. Oh, how I want to do socks so bad, but I can't right now. Time will take care of me, right? Anyway, so I didn't follow too much of what was going on there. I was recuperating or trying to get past this, but I did buy one of the pins, Sock Camp. And I like that because I could put it on one of my sock bags. For, I hope I can start in like a month, socks. That's my favorite thing to knit, and I just can't do it now. But once I get going on it, who knows how many pairs I'll make. Okay, another thing that I purchased, because I love watching her podcast, another person, and She now has an Etsy shop, CB Crafty Girl. I think it's CB Crafty Girl. And that's from Carla Knits. She now makes bags, and I love this one. Hers is so sturdy, it's so well made. Inside is like yellow polka dots in there. And it's a drawstring, but I can't really close it with everything. But it's a patchwork. And I think she was having a sale, so I jumped on that one. I love her podcast. You should check her out. Carla Knits. And her Etsy shop is CB Crafty Girl. I think it's CB. Let me see. It says it right here. Yes, CB Crafty Girl. So that was that. I bought that. And then, so now I can't wait to use all this stuff. And then doing everything, I got, believe it or not, I got 2 Yarnyay subscriptions while this was happening. But I'm only going to show you one. One is enough. Okay, I belong to a Yarnyay subscription by Vicky Howell. I love her stuff. And let's see what's in this one. I forgot already. I opened it. It's been so long. But she always has beautiful tissue paper, which I recycle when I have to do a gift for somebody else. Oh, I bought it because it's their 4th anniversary, the Maybachs. So, what am I even making? I don't even remember. It's been so long. Oh, so it's another like a spring-like or a summer-like shawl or scarf that you put around your neck. That's the, I shouldn't show everything. That's the knitting version. And then this is the crochet version. That's what I like about her. She gives you choices of crochet or knit. This is the yarn. The yarn is by the Plucky Knitter. I've never used Plucky Knitter, and I've heard so much about it. So the colorway is Yarnyay Birthday. It's its 4th birthday. It's a fingering, 220 yards, 75 superwash merino, 20% cashmere, and 5% nylon. So it's pretty, just perfect for that. Then, oh look, like a little notions, little trinket box that you could put your notions in or anything that you, or this could be, to me, I like to put my scraps of yarn that I snip off, or even with cross stitching, when I snip off, I put things in like a little, I call it like an aught or a fancy garbage can. And then a nice tote bag. Yarnyay. Happy birthday. So, and then the last thing, she also put in seeds from a company, Sow the Magic. I don't know who it's, and this is purple clover. Now, I don't really have a garden here, but I'm going to give this to the lady that I work for. She loves to garden, and she's been so good to me with all this going on, giving me the time I need, and she's just been wonderful too. I am truly blessed. So that was, I'm going to give these seeds away, purple clover, to somebody who could really use them, and hopefully she'll do better than what I can. And that's my Yarnyay subscription. So, let's see, life. Well, there's not much to report because I can't do much. I just went around doing errands. I just was able to start driving this week. The doctor, the surgeon allowed me to start driving this week because once the pins were out, I could drive, you know. So, what else? That's it. I really can't do much. I have some exciting things coming up in September. My son's getting married, so I'm looking forward to that. And I hope these fingers will be all right. If not, you know what? I wear a glove, or, you know, I'll have my other fingers done, you know, nicely. And then we're going to New Orleans with my siblings for a weekend, and then Thanksgiving up to Philly. But I'm not thinking that far ahead. I'm a one day at a time type person. So nothing happening for the summer, just mainly recuperating. I'm really hoping to push myself to do a little bit more. Right now, I have a hard time even looking at my injuries. I'm still very squeamish. I have other people taking care of that for me, but I gotta face the music, and I'm trying to be as brave as I can to finally look to see what it looks like. I haven't been able to look because I'm too scared. But anyway, this is my raw edition. I tell you, I'm letting it all out loose. That it's been hard. Better times are ahead. I'm still trying to get past the trauma. I do have some flashbacks that I try to, get rid of, and I'm trying to be brave to at least look at the injuries, which I have not yet been able to do, and I'm going to try to muster up the courage to do it. So anyway, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for coming back. And if you're new, I hope you liked it, and I hope you'll subscribe to me in the future and see what I'm doing, because I really love talking to all of you about the hobby and sharing our own things that we all like to do. So I want to wish you love and peace, and I'm truly blessed to have you all in my life. And I'll see you next time.